Message, forward my calls. Next day you hear me back like nothing.
So I started to make researches, like on a lactation consultant. I didn't even know that lactation consultant exists in Nigeria. Like there are people that teach you how to lactate, all those things, everything about breastfeeding. Contacted someone, I got the person's contact on Instagram, and then she did a section with me. So when she saw my breast, then she now confirmed that it was actually inverted, and then she provided some solutions, and one of it is that's what I'm going to be talking here. So if you're in a similar case with me, now I know better, right? Yeah, I was still able to breastfeed my child, but we supplemented his feeding for him, meaning that we did formula and breastfeeding. So I was always a lot of times I was pumping for him so that he can have breast milk at least. And then we did formula feeding, and thank God for the people around me. And the formula feeding also helped me to be free. Like I could do other things. I could rest in the middle of the night. My mom would just be with him and feed him. My husband can feed him with his bottle, so it doesn't have to always be with me feeding and all this. So I would like to say that when you see a woman that is probably supplementing, you don't know what they've gone through, you don't know what they are going through. That's not the time to make derogating comment, just the way people do with CS or vagina delivery, whatever. There are things we need to start normalizing, right? Do not make comments that would tamper with the person's emotion. As a woman, you just gave birth, you're having pain under trying to heal. Pains of breastfeeding when your baby latch, after the baby latch, definitely there won't be pains anymore. You're still trying to heal all your body. My mom said something that I really love. That woman thing to me, that when a woman just gives birth, even her herself is a baby. Like she just put to bed, that baby is a baby, and she's also a baby, because her body is now like very fragile, and she's trying to get over a lot of things, trying to heal. So that's how she treated me when I put to bed. So she was there, my body, emotions, and everything. She didn't pressurize me for a lot of things, right? So as I was saying, so the first thing to note is that breast pump helps. So you can use breast pump. So one thing I was now doing, because I was home on mat leave, I would then use, when it is almost time for, though it was stressful, it wasn't easy, right? Before time for him to feed, I would use my breast pump to pump, and then when I do that, it brings the nipple out. Then immediately when it's time, you just go, okay, bring, it's out. We now put him to breast, and then he sucks. We did that. Then another thing I did, that breast shield. Yes, I got something. Yeah, I got it, and that thing was like a nipple that you can put over the breast, and the baby will suck from it. Though it's not so perfect and effective, but it's a thing also. And I remember I used another one. That one had like tongues in it that I would put in my bra, and just I was always having that because it used to pinch the nipple and try to bring it out. So midwife also tried to use syringe. Hey God, that thing was painful. What she did was she took a syringe, cut the base of the syringe. That also works. She took a syringe, cut the base of the syringe, and opened the mouth. So she will put that syringe on my nipple and then draw it like this. Cha! Gosh. But it didn't came out to like research that one can do a surgery. I just was looking for everything, every possible means. So my dear sisters, and if their husbands here and brothers that are watching this, so the truth is that you should just take it easy on yourself. And if you're pregnant right now and you find that I have inverted nipple, start doing those things that I mentioned. You can start pumping now to bring the nipple out, and just prepare your nipple. You can even see a lactation consultant to take you through the journey, because for me now, I have decided that if when I get pregnant with my second child, and prepare when we are 6 months in, 7 months in, or even as early as maybe 5 months, I'm going to go back to that person, or with all the things I know now, I'm just going to start using them and let's see how it goes. So, but then if you're not able to totally do exclusive breastfeeding for your child, do not beat yourself. Don't beat yourself. You're a mother, you're enough, because I can imagine the emotions that can be running through you. I had that kind of emotion. I had to snap out of it that I'm not even enough to feed my child. Like, I do not even have enough to feed my child. You are enough, mother. You are doing so much already. Bringing that child to the world is a miracle. It's like childbirth, childbearing, no matter what method, is a miracle. So do not beat yourself. Be grateful for that child. Show that child all your love. And one last thing I would say is that accept support. I've seen a lot of people when they give birth, and people are trying to help them because of what the things they are going through internally. They push people away, and everybody just try to find a way, one way or the other, to stay away from you. As a new mom, you need the support, all the support you can get. Receive support. You can have support around you and not receive them. Receive them, like embrace the support. You will be glad that you did, because you just gave birth. You're also a baby. You need all the care, the healing that you can get. You need all of those things that I learned about breastfeeding in this journey that I told you about. The size of the breast does not determine breast milk. Some people have small breasts like this, and the fluid that comes out of them, and some people have large and they don't produce so much. So the size is not even does not determine. Then secondly, the more you breastfeed, the more you pump, the more that is more like a demand and supply thing. The more your baby sucks, the more breast milk is being produced. And I also found out that latching is a thing. Like, you have to learn it, and most hospitals, they usually teach that in the hospital before you leave, how to latch your baby to your breast. Then I realized that nipple cream, what didn't I buy? I bought a lot of things. Then nipple cream helps to soften your breast, or roller, to help you avoid pains and all that. It is very, very, very good. And prepare yourself for breastfeeding. You can start to take oats, granola, pap, all those things even before you put to bed. Basically all about that. But breastfeeding is very, very beautiful. In fact, feeding your baby is beautiful. So that's my own story about breastfeeding. To the end of this video. So if you have questions for me, and thank you all for always watching my video. I know some people will not drop comments here, but please drop. Please drop. And some people prefer to come to my DM on Instagram or call, for those that know me personally. So if you have further questions, I am absolutely here, and I am glad that I have the story, because I am able to help other people. Thank you, everyone. I don't know how to end this video, but I have to end it. Alright, do take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye.
I'm dreaming in dreams bigger than me.